The F1 season of 2025 has been more than just a season to be forgotten. It has had many ups and downs, depending on which team you support. With unexpected podiums to unexpected world champion contender, but like every ride, this season too will come to an end this weekend, with 3 drivers still in contention on Drivers' World Championship. So sit back and enjoy the preview and my race predictions for last Formula One race of the season. With Max Verstappen won the 2025 Qatar Grand Prix at Lusail, taking a crucial victory in the championship fight after McLaren's risky call not to pit under an early safety car backfired. Oscar Piastri finished second, with Carlos Sainz taking third for Williams, while Lando Norris came home fourth, allowing his points lead to shrink. The mandatory tire stint rule and safety car timing proved decisive, tightening the title battle heading into the Abu Dhabi finale. The 2025 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix arrives as the season's dramatic finale, with the stunning Yas Marina circuit ready to host one last showdown under the lights. Known for its mix of technical low-speed sections, long DRS zones, and smooth tarmac, the track demands precision in braking and tire management. Teams will face constantly evolving conditions as day turns to night, making qualifying and strategy especially crucial. With the championship pressure at its peak, every mistake will be magnified. McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari, and Mercedes all bring upgrades or optimized packages for one final push, while the title contenders prepare for a mentally intense wheel-to-wheel fight. Expect bold overtakes into the Turn 5 hairpin, tactical pit calls, and a race shaped by track position. As the sun sets over Yas Island, the grid stands ready for a finale that promises speed, strategy, and season-deciding drama. As the season comes to an end, we do not expect to see many teams to bring any new upgrades to their car. But we do have to look out for few teams such as Williams, Mercedes, and Racing Bulls, as the track condition suits them more than other midfield team. With Williams confirming the P5 finish in the constructor, we can expect them and Carlos Sainz to make another appearance on top 5 finishes. With George Russell and Kimi Antonelli having the car which suits the condition of this track, we can also expect them to see in top 5 and also contesting for podium. With seeing the conditions of Ferrari, we can expect Lewis Hamilton to finish outside the point. But knowing Charles Leclerc and his previous performance in the Abu Dhabi season 2024, where he finished on P3, and also knowing now that Isaac Hadjar would be racing in Red Bull with Max for 2026, we can see him with rise in motivation, which could help him finishing in points. As for teams like Alpine, we do not expect them to finish top 10.
As for Aston Martin, we could expect maybe a top 10 or a top 15 finish from Alonso. But considering they have another seat filled by a driver called Lance Stroll, we can see him finishing the Grand Prix on somewhere between P17 or P18. Maybe another DNF? Who knows? For the remaining midfield team, by which I mean Haas, we can see them taking chances and going for a different strategy and trying to pull something different, taking advantage of any Turn 1 incident. Now then, that's done to the part where most of you might have skipped to our prediction. First of all, we'll be predicting top 5 in the qualifying. And first up for P5, I have none other than Carlos Sainz. Considering how well he's been performing after the summer break, we can expect him to finish on high note and take another P5 finish for trying to step up over his teammate, Alex Albon. If Carlos Sainz manages to finish P5 and Alex Albon does not finish in the point, he will assure his place on the Drivers' Championship above his teammate. For P4, I have George Russell. Seeing how competitive the rest of the field is, by which I mean Max Verstappen, Lando, and Oscar, this is probably the best he could manage. For P3, I have none other than Lando Norris. considering he only needs to finish on the podium to secure his world championship. He would not try and do any shenanigans, take any risks, and with that, he would become the world champion for the 2025 season. For P2, I have Oscar Piastri. He would try to secure P1, but knowing Max Verstappen, he won't stand a chance. Lastly, I have Max Verstappen on P1. Knowing how far Max has come in this title fight, he is definitely not gonna back out. Though he'll be in P1, he'll be praying that Lando and Oscar Piastri make some mistakes, ensuring his 5th title. Now we head to the race prediction. For P5, I have none other than Kimi Antonelli. I assume Kimi Antonelli would start from anywhere between P6 to P8. And knowing Williams' pace and Carlos Sainz, they might have an issue competing with Mercedes and other midfield cars, leading him to drop behind. For P4, I have Charles Leclerc. Considering Charles, he would try and maximize the car's potential and try to score the maximum point to his capacity to ensure at least P3 in the Constructor Championship. For P3, I have George Russell. It might come to a shock for most of you, but this is what I expect of George Russell. For P2, I have Oscar Piastri, who even though had a very good start, would not be able to catch Max Verstappen ahead of him. And lastly, I have Max Verstappen, who would finish on P1, ensuring his 5th title on the season of 2025. What happened to Lando Norris, you may assume? Well, he had a spin at the first turn, which led him to fall behind the pack. Even though he had the car and the pace to rise to top, he only manages to come to P7, which would ensure Max Verstappen's 5th title and Lando Norris to finish on another P2 finish in the Drivers' Championship. If you have watched our video till the end, make sure to please leave a like and maybe a subscribe. It would help our channel grow. This was our first video. It would be very beneficial to us if you could give your feedback in comment section and ways to improve our videos. And also, it would be very great if you could give us ideas on what you would like to see our upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe for more content.